right, you guys, we back in the game. I want to apologize for the delay in my videos, Capu Crazy Carl. I've been on a semi-vacation and trying to recover. I didn't want to just kick out videos, just pushing them out, just to push them out. I want to make sure I'm in a good vibe, good mood, and good health. When I come on this camera and talk to you, I don't ever want this to be something that's so stressful. I'm like, I gotta make this video. I gotta make this video. No, I need to be ready to make the video so I can give you the best product. So welcome to episode number 15 of Cat Poop Crazy Carl. Wake up to make up, that's all we do. Yeah, and that's break up to makeups. Run, big run. That's episode number 15, and it's all about relationship red flags that you may want to run from when you meet certain people and date and possibly get into relationships with them. By the way, this week I'm going to be dropping 2 episodes. I did record one last week. I haven't finished editing. And this one, so I'm going to knock them both out, get them both up, and have them running off crazy during the week and get me up some shorts and other stuff. Also, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Check me out on all social media, the TikTok, MistaSeeTwitchGang, papicarlito, all that stuff on the internet, man. Holla at your boy. Follow me. If you're a real one, I'll follow you back. I'm a squad gang member. So let's get back into episode number 15. Break up to make up, that's all we do. Okay, so obviously I'm not going to be a famous singer one day. But the premise of this is what it's based on and what I said to you earlier. We all date, we all try to get in relationships. Some of us maybe want to have kids, get married, have a family, or maybe if we're just wild. The whole point is we hate to get with somebody who's crazy, right? Like, this is crazy. Okay, like we hate to get a, even though that usually what goes on in the bedroom is usually good with these types of people. We regret it afterwards. So we're going to talk about in this episode some red flags you should look for to see if somebody is worth your time in a relationship manner, whether hetero or homo, whether bi or trans, whether animal, mammal, or mortal, or reptile. What's something to look out for? And this is episode number 15. Break up to make up. Run, big run. Right now, huh? You ready to get this right now? Ooh, all right, I'm about to put it in. Okay. So, what? A condom? No, I don't have a condom. Come on, you got to do it anyway. You're here, right? Ah, baby. Okay, so that was another terrible skit by me. Trust me, once you guys get me rich and famous, I'm going to have real skits with real actors to do these. Oh, it's going to be so dope. It's going to be like Mad TV. Anyway, this particular skit is about one of my first red flags that you have to look for when you are dating someone. Now, if you're in the earlier phases of life, this may not be too important. Once you get about 16, 17, 18, people start trying to have sex. And some people start younger than that, right? We always advise using protection. One of a dead giveaways is if you are young, even if you are older, if it is the first couple of times you guys plan on getting physical and having sex, and I don't know, see, look, I'm as bad as the guy, I done lost my condom already. If that's that situation where it's your first time getting with them, or if you're like in high school or college, and that guy doesn't have condoms on deck. And I'm gonna tell you something, guys, it sounds weird. If that girl doesn't have condoms on deck, if she's actively out there and she doesn't at least have something in the house as a backup in case you don't have any, now she's just throwing them around like, let's go, be a little worried. Whole nother red flag. But if she or he is unprepared when they are young, or if it's your first couple of times getting together, this is someone you probably should not be with. Because they're kind of careless with theirs. They're kind of wild. Now, we have all been that. I have been that person. Red flag, Cat Poop Crazy. Okay? Red flag, okay? But that's a red flag. If it's one of your first couple of times getting in bed with and y'all getting in there and doing it, and all of a sudden they can't find it, or they forgot to go to the store, or they just ran out, or they say something like, I don't like the way it feels. Let me tell you what I don't like the way it feels means from your I can't find my condom soon-to-be new partner. You know what that means? They've been having raw, unprotected sex for weeks and months, and most likely with other people. And the reason they don't like the way it feels is because they've been having unprotected sex all this time before they ever met you. So next time someone says, I don't like the way it feels, I can't feel anything, that's because they've already broken into the raw dog world. So red flag, number 1, sexual responsibility. Do they have the condom? Yeah, honey, we like it.
Mommy, Daddy, what are you doing to Mommy, Daddy?
Yeah. Another terrible skit. Once again, I gotta get money so I can have some actors to do this. Anyway, another part of part 2 of Cat Poop Crazy. Break up to make up, that's all we do. Think about this and whatnot. Break up to make up, baby. Run, big, run. Here's another red flag for you to worry about. Now, you may have noticed in my terrible skit, somebody was getting busy. A little kid creaked open the door, came in. Unfortunately, I learned this red flag at an early age. Let's leave it at that. Me and my therapist are going to talk about it for years to come. But anyway, we'll get into something else. I'm sure you all have been victim to this. Now, this is another red flag I noticed about people that I should not be rolling in the hay or doing something with. Hint number 2. They don't know how a lock works on the door. Yeah, just about to get nasty in here. Nope, no locking. Beware of the person who doesn't lock the door when it's time to have sex. When you're in a house, especially with other people, children, family, friends, whatever, public, in a car. Let's say you're even parked in a car. Lock the door. Are you so excited? Are you so happy you're about to get something? You just can't go clunk. Or you can't just be like, yo, let me go back. Click, come back to the room. You tell me you can't get up and take the 13.2 seconds it takes to walk to that door, hit the lock, and come back and get back to what you're doing? Is it going to fall away? Is it just going to be like 5, 6, 7, 8? Okay, it doesn't work anymore forever? Come on, what are you talking about? Go lock the damn door. That is another red flag. I got a small story for you about somebody who, I know this girl didn't date no more. One of my homeboys, just like our parents, he gets so excited when it's time to get freaky deaky, he forgets to lock the damn door. How you gonna not lock the door until your bathroom? Well, this particular friend of mine was in a car. They had gone out into the beach in Santa Monica, California, partied all night with a young lady, had a great time. He said he was a little too inebriated to drive back. So he just put the car around his place somewhere and they just were gonna sleep in the car. Well, after they parked, they sleep in the car, they get to doing, you know, the horizontal mambo, the huni machuni, badini matini, and banga tanga, if you get what I'm saying, right? Break it down. Of course, afterwards they all are sleepy. He says they fell asleep. So they go to sleep, they do the hunga pachunga, they get it down in the car, parked on a dark street, right? Everything's cool. The homie says he was asleep. All of a sudden, they laying here, and then somebody walks up. Somebody pulls the door open while he's asleep. They wake up out of sleep like, what's going on? He said it was 3 men, one with a shotgun. They proceeded to rob them both blind, kick them both out the car, and send them home with no shoes on their feet. My homeboy got here 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of a rainstorm, one of the worst raining nights ever, with this chick, and he had no shoes on. He was in his socks. And they came from all y'all Santa Monica in the rain on the bus just to get home, completely robbed, car stolen, everything. And why? Because he didn't lock his door. Because he was so excited to bust a nut. Red flag. And I guarantee you that girl never talked to him again. She was so embarrassed when she got here. She just kept, oh my gosh, she's so embarrassed. And when not only did I soil myself, but I soiled myself to this idiot who can't lock a door, forcing us to get robbed and walk home in the rain 3 o'clock in the morning from the west side of California, LA. So, red flag number 2, do they lock the door when you're about to get busy? They let people walk in on you? You might want to reconsider that relationship. I don't feel like a skip right now. I need more actors and I'm hot. Dancing around. I want to get this video done. So this is part 3 of Breakup to Make Up. That's all we do. Run, Bihh, run. Part 3 of Cat Poop Crazy 15, Breakup to Make Up. Run, Bihh, run. The red flags you should look out for. So here's another red flag I want to talk about. And this kind of relates to the no door lockers, the no condom havers, the I don't know when my orgasm is comingers. Now, if it's your first time having sex, I get it. If you've had practice, you've been in the game for a while, you know right before you're about to, there's like sometimes, for me it's a deep breath, it's like, and I'm like, oh, get out of there. It's a tingling feeling and a deep breath. I assume it's the same for everyone. I don't know if it's the same. Women, you can't do anything about it, but guys, that's one thing. Another thing, the unprepared relationship person. Beware of somebody that is unprepared in all directions. When the cops pull you over, they're freaking out. When something goes wrong at the store or the money, they're freaking out. When it's time to have sex and not have sex, they're freaking out. It's always hectic. It's always run and scramble and do this. It's always dangerous. It's always risky. If every time a stressful incident or situation that requires a bit of smooth comes up, especially if it's a guy, if they are just not ready for anything, they're not ready for that orgasm, they're not ready to have sex. Most people who are going to have sex know it hours beforehand, days beforehand. Most people who are going to have sex know. And that's another thing I want to warn some of you guys about. Beware of guys and girls, because I don't know how this goes, whatever kind of sex, but this is something I notice as a guy who chases women. Beware of women who promote, push, and talk like they're sexually superstars and want to have sex and want to do things to you and show you dirty movies, but they always putting off the intercourse with you for hours, like some kind of buildup. Beware of this woman. It was already known the minute you walked in there, you were going to do it. She knew it. You knew it. You talked about it. It was already understood. Why are we playing this game when it's just me and you here in your apartment? Hours. And I've had it happen a couple of times. And every time afterwards, I was terrible. I was terrible. I've been holding on that for like 2 hours. I'm terrible. Terrible. 13 seconds. And they're like, I don't want it anymore. I was like, well, if you didn't make me wait 17 hours after I got here, after driving an hour and a half from Philly, by the way. Red flag. I knew then. Get away from this girl, dude. Get away. And I almost went back and messed with her again, and I changed my eyes. I said, you know what? Nah. I'm not driving all the way out there. Nope, we're not playing this kind of game no more. And then we didn't want to get busy again later because it was like, oh, well, stop trying to make people wait. The unprepared lover. Red flag, number 4, and Cat Poop Crazy 14. Break up to make up, that's all we do. Run, Bihh, run. So now we are into part 5, the final red flag. This final red flag is one of the most holy, one of the most high. In break up to make up, that's all we do. Run, Bihh, run. Last red flag of this one. Beware of the person that's always saying G-O-D, G-O-D, G-O-D. Always bringing up God. They're bringing up God about sex. They're bringing up God about food. They're bringing up God about waking up. They're bringing up God about their job. They're bringing up God about the sky. And most of them don't even go to church or know the Bible. Beware of the non-biblical, non-practicing God slinger. Beware of the person that's not in church every week, always slinging God around to you. Beware of the person that's not living the word, always slinging God around. Beware of that. Beware of that. If they ain't in church 3 times a week, don't be saying God to me every time I talk to you about something. God woke me up today. God put me to sleep today. God made me this food today. God made the ice cold. God made the sky wet. God made me tired. God made me wake up. God made me have a nut. God made me not have a condom. God made me get you pregnant. God made me run. God made me leave you stuck out there. God made me rob you. God made me this. God made me that. Oh, I'm sorry. And something I did wrong, that was the devil, not God. That is the final red flag. I have nothing else better than that. But I'm going to tell you guys, beware of the non-practicing God slinger. That's the final red flag in Capoo Crazy 15. Break up to make up, that's all we do. Run, Bihh, run. And we out of here. Chop it up. Peace.